Welcome and thank you for choosing Bygone Boating. I am now aboard Claudette, your home for the next few days. Please be reassured that all of our boats comply to BSS safety standards and are fully certified and insured. Jeff will now run through the operation of various bits of equipment aboard the boat.
Take the handle, there's a bolt, slight lift, slide the bolt, put the window down, push the hatch, and then look for the step, slide bolt, and walk out.
The saloon has a sliding roof as such.
Up. Give a little lift. Slide bolt.
And close the roof.
There is one little blind, it's a roller blind. Etc. Here in the cockpit we have 3 lockers. The first one is gas. If you need to change the bottle, just look at the valve and turn it in the opposite direction where it points on, and then open the appropriate bottle. That's all you have to do. In the next locker we have 2 stakes and a hammer for your picnic in the meadow. An adapter and a key for pump out and diesel. In the next locker, a television aerial, a bucket, shore power. I'll show you how to erect the television aerial. Also in the cockpit we have tables and chairs either side, a boat hook and a life belt. Life jackets are kept in this aft locker. The water fill point is here on the port side aft. It's got a blue lid. Unscrew, fill up, screw the lid back on. Pump out, take the key, unwind the pump out connection, remove, and also the rinse connection. You have to screw in an adapter and this will take the nozzle at the pump out station. For diesel, check you have the right point. It says diesel. Unscrew the filler.
Cap.
And take your diesel. fore and aft, and a centre one should it be needed. Convert to a bed as follows. And then arrange the cushions as a mattress.
Moving through from the aft cabin is the galley, fully equipped as you can see. Toaster, hob and oven, sink and drainer, herbs and spices and sauces, work surface and fridge. Next to the kitchen is the head or bathroom with, again, fully equipped radiator, wash basin, as you'll note, first aid kit, pump toilet, excuse the squeaks, and full size shower. Moving through from the kitchen, we come to the saloon area. Helm seat, dining table, dinette, which will convert to a double bed if wanted. From here we move through to the helm itself.
The television is located in a drawer beneath the seat. It plugs in to the first double socket. That's the one that's fed by the inverter. So make sure the inverter is switched on. Switch the inverter off when not in use. You can also use the inverter for your toaster. Take the fly lead. There's a socket at the helm, and connect that to the television. Make sure the amplifier is also plugged in to the same socket. That's it. 240 power is available via an inverter. It has a remote switch to turn it on and off. There are also USB charging points on the sockets. On the switch panel there are also 5 lights. These lights will give an indication as to the state of charge of the battery. Should you come down to probably 2 lights, it's time to start the engine and help restore the charge to the battery. Just a point about the inverter, it does use power just by virtue of the fact that it's on, so turn it off when it's not in use. If you are going to use the hairdryer or the toaster, that does tend to draw, it does draw a lot of amps, so if you run the engine, that'll help save your batteries. So love your batteries, and remember, we're on the end of the phone should you need us. The battery isolators and the heating control is on the side of the dinette. We also have another fire extinguisher. The emergency engine fuel shutoff is below the floor and it is of the hand wheel type. Fire blanket located at high level in the galley. Also in the galley there are smoke detector and monoxide detector. In the galley there is a switch panel to control the water pump for the fresh water, the shower pump to evacuate the shower water, which is automatic, and a switch to turn the fridge on and off. Also there are 2 gauges. One is for the water level of the fresh water and the second one is for the level of the wastewater in the holding tank. When it reaches to the high point
indicated by the red section, it really is high, and you should really contemplate getting a pump out as soon as possible.
Is the bilge pump switch an alarm panel? It's set in the auto position. It will also, to the left, manual. The wheel has approximately 3 turns lock to lock, so it's useful for counting to the central point. The propeller is a left-hand propeller, so when you're going astern, the tendency will tend to be move the stern to the starboard, which is also useful when mooring up. The engine is started with the key. The first position is on, the next position is heat. You will hear an alarm. That indicates that the heaters are on. So once the engine is started, you need to turn the key back 1 position. To start the engine, you go to the final position. The gears, forward and reverse. To start the engine, you just select neutral. It is in neutral, but to have only neutral and not the gears, pull it out and pull it back. This is useful when the engine is cold. First thing in the morning, you have to give it heat and some throttle to make it start. We'll start it soon. To stop the engine, pull this lever until it stops. Don't forget to push it back in again, because it won't start. The bow thruster, there's 2 ons indicated on the panel. Push them both together and the bow thruster will come on. The toggle, move it to the left and the bow will go to the left. Move it to the right and the bow will go to the right. The hooter, there's a button for the hooter. There's a rev counter which will give you some indication of your speed through the water. If you go about 1400, that's probably about 5 miles an hour, which is the limit. Okay, we will now attempt to start the engine.